Oh, I think I'm live. If I'm live, can someone let me know if you're watching? Just chuck something in the chat. Say, yep, I'm here. Can you hear me? Is it good? Don't know. Okay, I'm going to carry on regardless. Set the old clock, I think. Typical. There we go. All right. Yep, for some reason it's flipped, but we won't worry about that. And we're off. Yep, that's ticking down nicely. Right, 24 hours to build this army. So what we're going to do, not going to do it 24 hours back to back. That would be ridiculous. Or, well, I mean, I guess I could do it, but I'm getting on. I'm not a young man anymore, so I'm going to do this in this way. So it's going to be 3 8-hour blocks, so 8, 16, 24. 3 8-hour blocks, and I'm going to go 2 o'clock GMT, 2 p.m. GMT afternoon every day. So today, Saturday, and Sunday. Plan is I'll kick off each block with a live stream for an hour. Take some questions if people have got them, or you can just watch a silly old man glue his fingers together. Got all the tools. Got all the tools to hand. That's all good. My base for the army. Let's start that off. Let's do that. So the idea for the army is it's going to be a converted Adeptus Mechanicus Army, but very much in the sort of Blanche Itsu kind of Horus Heresy kind of theme and style. If you've read the book Mechanicum, the Scutari in that are actually described as kind of like techno-barbarians and sort of bulky and ornate armor with loads of cybernetics and stuff stuck all over them. So that's kind of the sort of theme and sort of style I'm going with for the army. And to that end, this is what I'm going to be basing the core of the conversions off. It is a Stormcast Eternal Thunderstrike Brotherhood. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to use Adeptus Custodes rules for them. Bit of a cheat, I know. Yes, you probably thought I was going to be doing like 900 figures in 24 hours. I'm not. But I'm probably going to be doing the equivalent building and painting of that many figures in 24 hours. And we're going to start off with the Stormcast Eternal box set. So we need to make some troops. So some basic custodians with spears. I like the ones with guns. And probably going to do the ones with swords and shields as well. That'd be awesome. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to be burping a lot for this because I'm quite gassy today. I don't know why. We're going to do some of the flappy ones. I think they're called the Vertus. I don't know. But the flying ones, going to have some of them. We're going to do some Alaris Terminators. So the heavier guys with the big axes. I need a HQ. So we're going to be doing a sort of Trajan Valoris, sort of Brotherhood Captain conversion. And then we're going to do some Dawn Eagle jet bikes, and we'll do a guy on a Dawn Eagle jet bike kind of proxy as well. If I get time, I'm going to do a vehicle as well. Yeah, going to do a converter and build a vehicle. Now, this is not my idea. I was just looking before the stream started to find the guy who actually posted this conversion. I'm going to sort of base mine off. But I'm going to use the Carcharodon ironclad thing as a base for a flyer. It was such a cool idea. I've got this one because I was actually going to use this many moons ago. You can see I've already actually started some work on it. That's going to bosh on the front there. And many moons ago, this was going to be a sort of gyrocopter-y thing for some squats. So I've got that bit there, and then this bit here to make like a cockpit. So the idea is already there, and I actually got the piece. So I thought, you know what? I'll do it for this this Custodes army. That'd be great. So that as well. Right, so I've got my box set. I have got lovely little pots of bits and bobs, helmets, guns, cogs, tubey bits, pipey bits, various cloaks and stuff, because I want to make these guys quite feral, quite medieval, so they're going to have furs and capes and stuff as well. So we've got that, and we've got sprues. We've got sprues, loose sprues, and we have got lots of them. This is all Adeptus Mechanicus stuff. This is all Cataphrons and Tech Priest Dominuses and Skitari bits and bobs. It's all in here. So this is going to be my source of bits and bobs for the project. So if anyone's got any questions, if I'm watching, you want to chat something in the chat, please do. Happy to answer that. I'm probably going to crack on. Oh, most important thing that I've got, cracking cup of tea. Certainly need that. So I am actually going to crack on. I'm going to move my keyboard out of the way. So, and you'll see why in a minute. I'm just about to move the webcam. So if you are watching and you get a little bit of motion sickness, you might want to look away just for 10 seconds while I move the webcam so you can actually see my cutting area as well. So moving you down. Actually, that's probably a good idea. I just keep my finger on it. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's see if we can focus that in just a little bit. There's no right autofocus in this webcam, so I have to do it manually. Oh, that looks good. Apologies for this. Oh, hello. Oh, come on, really? I'm very low tech. I do apologise. Incredibly low tech. Stay where you are, you bloody thing. Hang on. We will get this, and it will work, and that'll be awesome. And there's me. I'll bend that down there. Right, sorry about that. That'll do. Yeah, perfect. That's all right. That'll do. Bit of a Dutch angle, but just imagine you're watching the 60s Batman. So I'm going to make a start. I'm going to crack open the box, start clipping off some models. Like I say, guys, when you want to interact in the chat, you can. If you can hear me, can you put like a thumbs up or just say yes in the chat or something, so I know that you can actually hear me, because I've got no real guide here. My microphone, that's on. Hopefully you can hear me. Hey, thank you, Ivan. Excellent. Thank you for that. That's great. At least I'm not talking to myself. So I'm going to crack on, start opening up some of these models. If you missed the start, I'll just do a quick recap. So I'm doing a fully converted Adeptus Mechanicus Army. Thanks, Mirage. Thank you for confirming you can hear me. That's excellent. Adeptus Mechanicus Army, but I'm going to be using the Custodes or Custodian Guard rules. So then I don't have to make as many figures, but each figure is going to be heavily customized and heavily converted. And I'm using the Stormcast Eternals, this box set, as a basis. This is dirt cheap. You can pick this up on something like Element Games or any other online retailer. I think it was like 40 quid. 40 quid isn't bad, actually. This is going to be 40 quid for a 40 quid plus one of these that I bought a few years back for pretty much 2,000 point army. Of course, there's a load of bits going on, but you know, you can always scavenge bits off friends and stuff. So let's get this opened up. I've already been through a few bits and bobs previously. That we don't need that. That can go over there. Don't need the transfers. If anyone wants the transfers, I'll happily chuck them in the post to you. If you're UK, you know, cost of a stamp, I'll chuck them in the post for you. Bases, you're going to need bases. And that's another good thing with the Stormcast Eternals, is they come with 40mm bases, which I need for Custodian Guard. So that's awesome as well. So we've got plenty of bases there. Loads of baggies. Baggies are good. Baggies. Always good. Crack out the bases. I'm sure I'm going to have plenty there. And I think I'll start off with some basic troops, get them out of the way. Right, so I don't need the flappy boys. Don't need the flappy boys. I think what I've done is the guy who's on the sort of big
Dracoline creature isn't in this anymore. I think I gave him to a friend or someone wanted him. But see what we got in here. Yep, there's some basic boys. Yeah, we go on more bases. Excellent. God, I've got a glut of 40mm bases. I think I may have gone through this beforehand and sorted the bases out. Yeah, I've got all my tools here. I've got glue, I've got several polystyrene cements, several super glues. I've got files. I've got knives. I've got about 5 or 6 pairs of clippers because I always seem to lose them. I've got a sculpting tool. I've got knives. I've got spare blades. I've got lighters, just in case my liquid poly metal bits get gummed up. I can clear them out. And I've got milliput and I've got green stuff. But most importantly, one of the most important tools I've got for making any Ad Mech stuff is I've got the old ribbed and tentacle making things. These are really, really old green stuff world. These are the first versions of the green. I think it's green stuff world. Is it green stuff world? They're on there somewhere. Maybe, possibly. Don't know. But I've had these about 10 years, so they've served me well. Quick time check then. So I've done 11 minutes. I don't know why it's all reversed. I think it's because I'm using a webcam. I do apologise for the reverseness of it. I'm 11 minutes in. As I say, so that's counting down. As I say, today's going to be 8 hours. Then come back tomorrow, same time, 2 o'clock, for the next 8 hours, which takes me up to 10 o'clock GMT. And then Sunday, the same, 10 o'clock GMT, 2 till 10. And then what I'll do is throughout the day, I'll be posting works in progress shots on Instagram and on the Facebook group. Facebook group is Minis Models of Mayhem, and same on Instagram as well. But Minis Models of I think it's Minis Models Mayhem on Instagram. So no spaces or and. So yeah, you should be able to check me out there, and that'd be cool. So let's get some of these basic guys clipped off, and yeah, let's make a start. As always, right. So if you want me to prattle on while I'm clipping, I'm more than happy to. Getting me to shut up is usually quite tricky. But if you do fancy a little bit of silence whilst I'm clipping things on, again, just stick it in the chat. That's fine. And again, if anyone wants to talk to me, please do. I've got the chat going up on the computer in front of me. So happy to engage with guys, ask questions, put suggestions in. I've got especially paint schemes. So I've got an idea for a paint scheme, but that can change. I've got 8 hours yet before I build these guys, so that can all change. So yeah, if you've got any, if you want to talk or interact anyway, please do, guys. It's not a problem. My screen's pretty close, so I can see you. I've actually got it on slow mode as well, so I should be able to catch you. So that'll be cool. But actually, to get you guys, what are you guys working on at the moment? Is anyone got a army they're working on at the moment, or project they're working on? I'm still waiting for my Age of Darkness box set to come through. The Horus Heresy box set. Pre-ordered that thing like 2 weeks before the release date, and still hasn't turned up. Now, that's not from GW. That's from a third party, and I knew we're going into it that I wouldn't get it immediately. But even so, it's been like 3 weeks, I think. I mean, I have got one. I went down to my local game shop in Woking, the Woking War Game Shop, and they managed. Someone had a cancellation, so I managed to pick one up there. So that was really good. I was really pleased about that. So I managed to get one on the day, which was excellent. Droppings. Yeah. So, but that Spartan, and the new what's it? Contemptor Dreadnought kit. Woo! That's a beast and a half. I mean, I'm used to the old. What one was it? Was it Prospero Burns, or the other one? Yeah, that was the old Contemptor, the old plastic Contemptor. Blimey! Oh, Ivan, what you say? Right now, I'm starting my Necromunda project with Palatine Enforcers, but I'm lazy. Well, is that ASF? Yeah, and assemble 2 out of the 10. Sorry for my bad English. Ivan, don't apologise for bad English, please. I'm not sure where you're from. I bet you any money I don't know anything in your language. Please don't apologise for that. I'm English. We are probably one of some of the most vocally ignorant people on the planet. We just go to different countries and shout loudly and slower. So yeah, no, don't apologise about that, my friend. It's good to have you here. Good to have you interacting. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'm just clipping off some of these. What are they? Stormcast Eternals. These are like the original guys. I think these came in the when they first did Age of Sigmar, the very first time they did it. These are the guys that were in that box set. So yeah, yeah, I think they are actually. So these are proper old figures. It's probably why they're so cheap, you know, on various, because people, you've got all the cool shiny ones now, and you've got like the dragons and the ones that are in, is it Dominion? They're quite cool. They're lovely. I've got some of those knocking around. The guys with the spears, I might be able to use them. Never know. But I'd quite like to stick with this box set first. So I think that's all the dudes from that frame. Let me just match up the fronts to them. So he's got a front, he's got a front. Has he got a front? Is that him? No. Is this you, my friend? Is this you? Yep. That must be you then. Yep, sweet. So that's them back 3. This then must be for one of the flappy dudes, one of the flying guys. Yeah, so we'll keep them. Should we keep them separate? I've got baggies. I've got baggies. So I shall stick that in the baggie. So Ivan, so this Palatine Enforcers then. So you've only assembled 2. Yeah, I can understand though. The Necromunda figures are gorgeous. Proper fiddly though. In fact, a lot of the stuff recently, I mean, I found that Games Workshop, I mean, they're really up their game on their plastic figures. I mean, you know, beautiful. I mean, they're wonderful. But, you know, there's a lot of work to put a figure together nowadays. A lot of work. So I can understand your reticence for like smashing out a whole 10 of them. But they are cool. They are very nice, the Enforcers. They're very cool. They remind me of the old Arbitrators from back in the day. I guess they are, aren't they? Are they Arbitrators? Possibly. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've read a Necromunda rulebook. I started building some scenery. If you go back in the playlist, you'll see my 3D Necromunda board, my 3D modular Necromunda board that I've built in. I only got 6 tiles done so far. Really must get back to that. I've got a lovely MDF sort of gaming board, I guess you could call it, from a company in the UK called Animalia Games. And it's all like, it's about 1 inch thick, so you can do below stuff. You can, you know, you can put stuff in it. So I really should, yeah, I really should crack that open and do something with it. So this is one of the flappy guys. He's going to go in a bag for later, so I know I've got all his bits, and I'll probably do the same for the other guys. What we got here? There we go. Yeah, because there's a flappy guy in here. So I've got 4 there. That's 4. So I need another. I need 9. So let's get another 9 out then. So let's do that. Might as well get all the troops done and work on them at the moment. Let's do that. So where are you guys watching? You know, let's say please interact. More than happy to talk. More than happy to discuss stuff with you guys. You know, just give us a shout out, say hello, give us a well done, give us a keep it up. You never know. You know, I could. Do you want to hear my reasoning for wanting to do this and do it this way? You know, that could be a thing. You know, why have I decided to do an army that's heavily converted? Why have I decided to do it in 24 hours? You know, I can tell you that. The reason why I've decided to do it is because I've wanted to do it for ages. as you can see, I've got a big box of bits and bobs. And I've been wanting to do this for absolutely ages. But, not unlike you guys, the procrastination fairy sometimes visits me. And I'll sit there, you know, I'll sit around and I'll collect bits, and, you know, I'll go on for months collecting bits and bobs that I need. And then I'll get those bits, and then I'll go, yeah, I just need a few more bits, or I just need this, or oh, that's coming out. I wonder if they're going to have any use. And I kind of then sort of pause and slow down a bit. And then the project never gets done. So I'm doing it this way because I've given myself a deadline. I've got the bits. Let's get on with it, is my mantra. So why not? If I don't have a bit I have now, I'm going to have to search for something else. I've got, otherwise, you know, it'll never be done. I'll never have all the bits I want to in my mind. So that's why I'm doing it this way, to have it done and dusted. Also, as well, I like converting. I love converting. If you've checked out any of the content on the channel, and I urge you to. There's some pretty good stuff there, if I do say so myself. You know, yeah, so please go and check some of that out. You know, I don't really build things out of the box, not anymore. And if I do, I get bored of them quickly and sell them. I had a 3,000 point Salamanders army, got it all lovely and finished. Went off to mini wargaming in Canada, played with it in one battle, and guess where that army is? Yep, it's still in Canada. Yes, it's still in Canada. So probably gonna sell it. Truth be told, but that was pretty much. Was that built out of the box? Well, yeah, some of it was. I mean, my intercessors have all got scale cloaks. My what's he called? The dude with the spear. He's the firstborn Marine, chapter master. Him. I converted him out of a primaris lieutenant. My dreadnoughts were all converted, apart from the Leviathan. The Leviathan wasn't converted. My repulsor had 3D printed doors, and it's technically a conversion. What's the little rhino thing? That wasn't converted. That was built out of the box. So the primaris open-backed rhino thing, that was built straight out of the box. So that's pretty much the only thing that was there. Everything else in that army was softly converted. Even down to the ATV, I converted that out of a land speeder. So it's quite a difficult thing for me to do. So I'm just reading the chat. What you got there? I remember when I want to use Stormcast Eternals to convert as Black Templars, but I was procrastinating so much that GO released new models for them, so I abandoned this idea. Yes, totally, 100%. Yeah, no, I've done that. I'm similar to you. I spent an age gathering parts to do a Sisters of Battle army, because it was back when Sisters of Battle were really unloved. I think they had like an online codex, and I was getting bits and trying to find as many spares I could off immolators and things like that. And when I was I was using female sequitors from the Age of Sigmar line, and when I eventually got enough to do like a small army, Games Workshop released theirs. I was like, bugger. Yeah, so yeah, I feel your pain on that one, dude. Mirage, what have you got there? Cool that you mod all your builds, dude. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, no, you ever play any 40k games? I'm writing to 40k Inquisitor at the moment. Okay. 40k Inquisitor. Is that like an online thing? Or is that like a rule set? Is that the INQ 28 stuff? I do play 40k. I've played 40k since Rogue Trader. Well, actually, since before Rogue Trader. I'm that old. So, and you say, how can you play a game before it came out? Well, Games Workshop released the models, and but there weren't any rules. So we would, me and my friends would adapt, make up our own rules, basically. And we used Judge Dredd role-playing game floor mats and stuff. So yeah, so yes, I'm very old, and I do play 40k. I've not played a lot of 9th. To be brutally honest with you, I think I've played about 3 games of 9th edition. Because it was kind of like, it was the COVID one, wasn't it? It was the COVID release. And although at the time I had a flatmate, and we both bought an Indomitus, and he wanted the Necrons, I wanted the Marines. I moved out a month later. So I've only really played a couple of games of 40k, the new one anyway. But I've played every other edition, and I've been playing Horus Heresy. Excuse me, I'm going to have a sip of tea. Excuse me a moment. Oh, lovely. Right, beautiful. Proper English cup of tea, English breakfast tea. So, yes, I have played 40k, but I find it a bit difficult at the moment. I find it a little bit tricksy to get into. There's so many extra books and rules updates and balance sheets and FAQs. I just find it a bit admin-y. There's just something about the new 40k. It's not that I don't like it. It's a bit admin-y. It's a bit much. Actually, one of the 40 games of 40k I played was on the mini wargaming. It's on their YouTube channel. So yeah, I went to Canada in late January, early February this year, and I got to play several games. I got to play a game of Horus Heresy with my Salamanders, with Luca. That's on the website. That's on the YouTube channel. And I got to play Luca again. And we played 40k, but we did open war cards. Is it open war? These ones, hang on. Yeah, open war, these cards. So we got to play, I played one of them, and I thought open war was great. Loved open war. It was like playing 8th edition again. It was lovely, really good fun. And that was my, I took a Grot tank army with a stomper that I converted. And it's the stomper that's on the channel. If you go back for the videos, there's a couple of videos where I scratch build a stomper. So that was good fun. I mean, he pounded me because he took an all-terminator, or practically all-terminator Space Wolf army. But it was good fun, really enjoyable. It was a great week. It was a great thing to go and do. To be able to go and play a mini war game. It was a fantastic time. I also got to play a couple of games of Judge Dredd, because at the time I was working for Warlord Games. So yeah, I got to do some Judge Dredd games as well, which was really cool. Now I think I'm missing. I can't be missing the Stormcast. Am I missing 2 Stormcasts here? Because there should be 10 in the box. And I've only got 8 here. I was going to say I should really read the instructions. But, I have got them. Hang on a second. I've only got the instructions. Have I? Yeah. Brilliant. Got the instructions. Fantastic. Ivan, what are you saying? Procrastination is plague in this hobby. Me and my 3 friends are in the hobby for 4 years, and none of us have finished an army to play. Oh, dude. Oh, geez. At least get them built. Don't worry about getting them painted. At least get them built, I would say. Because at least you can play with them. It doesn't matter if you're playing in shops and that kind of thing. If you're what's I going to say? If you're playing at home, at least you can play with them unpainted, and that might inspire you. But yeah, get them built if you can. That's what I would suggest. And one of my tips is, see, I could build figures all day long. If someone said to me I had to sit on the desert island for the rest of my life and I was only able to put figures together, paint them, or play with them, I'd put them together. I actually enjoy building and converting. That's my part of the hobby that I really enjoy, and terrain making. But obviously, that's desert island stuff. I don't think I'd have much terrain. Right. I figured it out. There's like a sergeant-y dude, but that's all right. That's fine. We can use him. So what does he look like then? I only need 1 because I only need 9 of these guys. What sprue is he on then? E? I don't know. What's that? A. No, is that him? A dude holding an axe aloft. Well, it's not an axe, it's a hammer. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just a partially sighted old man trying to read instructions. Is that one? Fortunately, we're only one GZO store in the country, Poland, and in local stores they don't care much, even for proxy models. Ah, so you're based in Poland? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I used to work with a guy called Maciej. He was a Polish guy. He was the sales rep for the Polish region for when I worked at Warlord Games. Yeah, nice guy, Maciej. Really nice guy. So we only have one store in Poland. And in the local stores, they don't care much. Even right. So what they don't, if I'm reading it right, they don't like you using proxy models. Is that right? Because that's weird in a local store. Local stores usually are pretty much more lax about that kind of thing. That's a shame if you do that. But can you guys not get together around someone's house? I mean, that's probably the best thing I could think of. Right, I found him, by the way. Sorry, just to let you know, I found the guy. What an idiot. Right, here we go. So he's a little bit more flashy, but that's okay actually. That's all right. He can be one of the guys with the shield. So we've got that. Is that him? Is that him? Are they the two bits? What's going on here? Aha. Yeah, all right. Excellent. Cool. Sweet. There's the 9. Fantastic. The 9. Sounds like something from Lord of the Rings, doesn't it? The 9. Can't believe that's a reverse. That highlights what I was talking about earlier about Games Workshop kits becoming a little bit super, what are they called? Super complicated at the moment because I've been doing this. I've been building model kits since I was 12. She's going to give you an insight how I'm going to tell you how old I am now. So I've been building. So that's 36 years. I've been building model kits, not just Games Workshop, but Hornby, Revell, Atelieri, Tamiya. So I can build a kit. I know what I'm doing when it comes to building a kit. And I used to I guess with Games Workshop models, I used to do them blindfolded, but I had to look to try and find that guy. Anyway, right. So here's my 9. These are my guys that are going to be converted into. So I'm going to have 1 unit with guns. I'm going to have 1 unit with, and then 2 units are going to have 2 with halberds, 1 with sword and shield. Why not? Because I just think it would look cool. This is not a meta army in any way. It is because it's custodians, so they're kind of meta as an army. But this is not min max. This is just literally being done how I want it to be done. So I guess the guys with swords really need to be the guys sort of brandishing their arms up there. That'd be easier because I can't really give them guns. So sword and shield for them too. Now I need guys with their arms put down for the shooty guys. So these guys, I think. Shooty, that'll be easy. And then I need 1 more to be a shooty guy. He's got the lowest arm, so he's got the lowest arm, so he can be a shooty guy as well. And then I need another. That's right, and 2 with halberds. Yeah, 2 with halberds. Yeah, all right, cool. So it's going to be trippy doing them with 2-handed halberds, I think. So I might just give them. They're going to be wielding it in 1 hand. If you see my arms go off the table, it's because I'm actually doing the poses, which you can't see. So I'm doing the poses as we do that. So cool. All right, let's get these clips off I don't need, plus all the flash, and we'll start cleaning them up, I think. So let's get those out of the way. Make a move over there. You've got swords. Right, let's start with these guys. These are halberd guys. So I'm going to. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. I can go over there. So what I'm going to do. I'm going to clip off the hammers because I can pin the halberds top and bottom in there, and I'm going to have to get some kind of arm to go in here. But Cyber arms, cybernetics, right? We can do that. This is going to be Ad Mech. So I've got, where are they? Yeah. Come on. There we go. Yes. As you can see, the little cybernetic arms from the Cataphrone breaches. And they will be going on those bad boys. You can't really see, but yeah, they'll mash them on. Hang on, let's clip one off and you can see what I'm talking about. Or have I got one already clipped off? I have one in here. Hang on a second. Oops, in here. No, that's random gribbly bits. Oh, let's just clip one off. Let's get it clipped off anyway. Where is it? Oh dear. Wind. I do apologise if I'm my burping. I've had lunch before I started because obviously, you know, I've got to eat. And it seems to make me burp a bit. I don't know why. It's only a sandwich. It wasn't anything it's, you know, exotic. So there we go. You can see him here. Let's see if I can flip him around. It'll be easier. So we can do that. Nice big whizzy arms. And the good thing is because these are quite chunky models, the whizzy arms will work quite well. So that's good. So let's put that over there. So yep, he can have a yeah, just clip the little nubbin off. Even so, the little lightning flashes and stuff on the armor probably going to keep. Don't see that being an issue. You know, why not? You know, it's ornate armor, isn't it? It's kind of heresy era. So that's quite cool. Let's get rid of some of the. Oh, no. So quite like some of the sashes. Now, do I keep that sash? Yeah, let's lob that off there. Lob that off there. If anyone wants any hammers, I'll happily stick them in a post to you. I'm going to have 8 or 9 of them. I'll have a fair few by the time this project's done. So if anyone wants these hammers for a conversion, just hit me up. So drop me a message, stick it in the live chat because I can scroll back through it. Price of a stamp, I'll happily stick them in the post for you. Otherwise, they're only going to get thrown away. Now, there's a bit here, or it's the end of the hammer actually goes over that sash. But I'm thinking that sash might come off anyway because we'll have like some wiry cables coming out from that guy. So that whole sash can come away. Cut that off. We'll keep the blades. We'll keep the little swords because misericordia. So, you know, we'll keep that. Yep, you can come off as well. Zip and zip. There you go. That can come off as well. Another hammer. Right. Right. Now I need a knife. I need some files. Get these cleaned up, ready for converting. What I might do as well, some of these sachets might come off as well. I might take some of these tabards off. These bits here, if you can see them. These. Take some of those off because I'm going to have like tubing and the light come down there just to take away from the Age of Sigmar-ness of these models. So I'm just going to clip them out with my clippers first, so nice and rough with them. And I'll go back in at some point and we'll tidy it all up with some green stuff and some carving away. But yeah, it'll just take away from that Age of Sigmar-y look to the base models. You know, you've got to do what you can to mitigate these problems. So that's that one. You know, some of them have got like lion heads on them and eagles and that kind of thing. Again, I'm all right with that. I'm fine with that because, like I say, I'm going to put pelts and stuff on them anyway. So, you know, and the idea is techno-barbarian kind of theme. So I think that will kind of work. Was that Ivan? We are making Age of Sigmar. Only Age of Laughter. Don't know. Do you guys play Age of Sigmar? I don't. I used to play Fantasy. Used to play Warhammer Fantasy. Right up till they made Age of Sigmar. Actually, I used to. I've had Skaven armies. Skaven and Undead were my boys. They were the. I like me Horde armies in Age of Sigmar, which ridiculous because I don't like them in 40k. Yeah, I like my Horde armies in in fantasy. Age of Sigmar, never really played it. I've started an army. I've actually started a Khorne Demon army, so that could be fun. But I'm taking them step by step with those. I'm not going mad. I'm not going down the route of get everything built and then, oh God, I've got a mountain of plastic figures to paint. I'm building, painting, unit by unit. And that's the kind of plan on that, which kind of working out well. I've done one of the start collecting boxes of these. I've done one of these. That's all built and painted. No, you can't quite see it. There we go. So that's all built and painted, and also added a Karanak and some flash hounds to it as well. So it's a little start, little core of an army I've got going there. I've just seen before coming on the stream, there was some lovely pictures of the new Angron model, the Demon Angron. So I shall be having him just generally in one of my armies because I've got a Bloodthirster to do. So he looks awesome. He's only a grainy, dodgy shot, but yeah, no, nice. It was a nice surprise before I came on stream to have a lovely look at the new Angron. Yeah, he's very cool. So he's only a grainy old shot, and I'm sure now it's released, Games Workshop will pump out a load of visual images very soon, because that's kind of what they do. A grainy shot gets released, and then Games Workshop jumps straight on it and show the official one, because obviously the rumor mills, and they start getting bad press over it. Yeah, so sorry, have a quick sip of tea. Oh, that's good. If you're English, you know why we love our tea so much. You know, it keeps us going. Empires were built on tea. Ivan, what you're saying? I didn't play Age of Sigmar or Warhammer Fantasy. My only experience with Warhammer Fantasy War games, the Total War series, and I play Warhammer Fantasy. Oh wow, yeah, Total War's great. Yeah. The Total War games. That's kind of as it stands. That's kind of the only way I would play Warhammer Fantasy now. Total War, yeah, they're really good games. Warhammer Fantasy 2nd edition. Oh, now you're going 2nd edition. I'm trying to think what, because I used to play Warhammer Fantasy Barrel Play as well. I'm not sure what edition it was though. It was kind of a grey cover with like a barbarian on the cover. Oh, barbarian on the cover. That could be one of 50 fantasy board games or books. There's a barbarian on the cover, like smashing it or something with his axe. There's a dwarf behind him. That's the one I used to play. Something Rodden Kislev. That was the one of the what are they called? Scenarios, theme settings. That's the one we played. Yeah, something Rodden Kislev. And we played. Yeah, I played a halfling. I was a halfling cook in Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. He was called Stanley Rump, and he was awesome because he ended up getting a blunderbuss as his primary weapon, which was ridiculous because he was a halfling. It was the same size as him. But I really wanted to use it. I really said to the GM, look, you know, I'd really want to keep this. I think it'd be a laugh having a halfling with essentially an artillery weapon. So for a halfling, anyway. And luckily, he agreed. The GM agreed. I had to make a roll. He made me roll to see whether I could keep it or not. I don't know what we had to roll on, but it was a chance. You know, he made me roll for it, which was good of him. And I rolled well, and I got to keep it. And he wrote in the rules that I could fire it, but it would take me 2 turns to set it up. He had like a little bipod at the front. It'd take me 2 turns to set it up, and then once I fired it, I would fly back about 10 feet, and I couldn't reload it or fire it for 5 turns after that. So it was like a one-shot weapon, really. If it was in any form of combat, the idea was I'd set up, blam away at the group of antagonists, fly back, be out the combat pretty much for the entire combat, and then the rest of the party would take over. but it would kind of take the start all the oncoming antagonists anyway. So that was quite good fun. And he ended up being a riverboat captain in the end. We ended up stealing a boat on the river, and yeah, because I think one of his skills was rowing. I think halflings come with a rowing skill in their basic makeup. Again, and I said to the GM, I said, "Well, look, I said I've got rowing, as a skill. Can I use that to navigate a boat? I mean, it's just pretty much the same thing. It's just a little bit bigger." And again, he hummed and and he was going, "Oh, I don't know, rowing a boat's a bit difficult to pilot in a boat." And I was like, "Well, not really." He said, So again, he made me do a roll, and I had to do quite a tricky roll. And again, I got it. It was the only time I ever did any good in any role playing games. And yeah, so I ended up being a riverboat captain, and I would essentially move the party around the old world on all the riverbanks. It was quite good fun, and the blunderbuss ended up being mounted at the front of the boat as kind of like a prow weapon. So yeah, that was cool. Yeah, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. That was the good old days. Did anyone ever play any of the Warhammer Fantasy? Not Fantasy. Warhammer 40,000 roleplay game, the one that Fantasy Flight Games did. I think it was called Dark Heresy, was it? That was quite good. Took them a while to bring out, put Space Marines in it, which was planned. I remember talking to the guys at Fantasy Flight Games at the time, and saying, what's your, do you intend to put Space Marines in this game? Is that your intention? Do you want that to happen? And they were kind of really against it, because I didn't really want people playing Space Marines or even coming across Space Marines, because in the Warhammer 40,000 universe, they're mythical. They're like unicorns or griffins, man. A Space Marine, I think there's one Space Marine for every inhabited planet in the entire galaxy. So Space Marines are rare, but people don't see them. They are, creatures of legend and myth. Cool, I've cut into that a bit too much. Might have to rebuild that or put some techno bobbins over that to cover that bit up. That was a bit of a mistake. Yeah. So yes. What was something in the chat? Mirror, what are you saying? Those unpainted 7-inch Space Marine figures are pretty cool. Have you, the McFarlane ones, have you thought about modding one of those? Yes, I did own one. When they first came out, I bought one. I bought the unpainted one because I thought that was a bit ironic, really, to buy like a big, they were painted Space Marine figures out there, and I bought the unpainted one. And it sat on a shelf for a couple of years. I didn't really do much to it, but a friend of mine, my good mate Pete, he's what do you call it? He's an action figure collector, and he used to play 40k really, really back in the day. He was the guy I was doing stuff with the Judge Dredd rules. So yeah, he was the first guy I played 40k with. So I gave it to him. I gave it to him as a Christmas or birthday present. So it currently sits around his house now, and he's subsequently got it and got one of the painted ones. So that's quite cool. I quite like the Joy Toy ones as well. The smaller figures. They do that. Is it the Invicta Warsuit? They've just done that a couple of months ago. They brought that out. That's crazy. What is it? An absolutely crazy product line. I love it. Really cool. But yeah, so I have thought about modding one. But there's a lot of people out there that have done them, and I think they've done them better than I could. So it's not on my radar, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility. I do own a 3D printer. I do have I can mold make, so I'm sure I could do some parts for it, make some weapons and stuff. That could be quite cool. That could be quite a cool thing. So yeah, but they're cool. They're a good line. I actually got very tempted a couple of months ago by the Orkin, is it the Orkin Mega Armor? That was yeah, that was pretty special, actually. That was not a bad looking thing. So I'm just gouging out where I had to cut off that that bit of ribbony sash. So that's him pretty much chopped up. I need to obviously tidy up this leg. But as you can see, now you know why I chose to do this style of army as opposed to sitting there and just building ranks and ranks and ranks up on of Skitari. Every model is going to get an absolute ton of love and converting. So that's why I'm going down this route. Because otherwise, for the basic on the Ad Mech army, I wouldn't have got it done. I mean, I would have got 10 figures done. 10, 20 figures done in 24 hours, painted. And 10, 20 figures in an Ad Mech army does not an Ad Mech army make. So, hence why I'm doing it this way. So I'm just carving out around by the sort of little leather tassels that these have all got. Again, they really led to the techno-barbarian feel. But that's cool. So that's good. That's not much flash or mold lines. Not much. Is that right? Not many for Ryan. You want me to make a McFarlane scale rhino? Wow. Can you imagine? That would be huge. How big would that be? Blimey, let's think. Well, a rhino's, oh gosh, probably about 5 Marines long. If you stood them, if you laid a Marine down end to end and put a rhino, probably about 5 Marines long. So yeah, no, a mini. No, I think a mini's. You know what? A mini would be about a bit. The width and the length of the mini, probably right. Yeah, the old style mini, not the BMW one. The original, Izzy Gonis style mini, not the current sort of BMW one. But yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I think a mini would be about right. Actually, I'll drive a Vauxhall Corsa. That probably isn't far off it. Yeah. But yeah, no. I'd have nowhere to put it. I mean, I suppose the cat could live in it. Right, I've just looked up at the clock. Let's have a look. 7 or so. We are coming up to 54 minutes in. I know it's reversed. I don't know why it's reversed. If it is reversed to you guys, I apologise. If it's not reversed to you guys, just ignore me saying it's reversed. Yeah, there we go. So we're counting down. So yeah, we're just coming up to 54 minutes gone. So an hour and 6 minutes to go in this block of time. And all I've got is nine figures clipped out, and I'm halfway through cleaning up another one. Oh my God, wish me luck, guys. I mean, this could take a, have I bitten off more than I can chew? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I am known for being able to smash out an army pretty quick, and to a good quality as well, to a good tabletop quality in pretty rapid succession. I've done it several times in the past, going to tournaments and stuff. I remember getting doing a Ravenwing army for a tournament. There was something like 10th of January, possibly 10th, 15th of January. That's when the tournament was, and I got the Raven Guard start collecting box I used to do. Raven Guard, not Raven Guard, Ravenwing, the Dark Angel one. And I remember getting that box set for Christmas. So that was like 20 days. And I got a couple of them for Christmas so I could do the whole army. And I smashed out an army in 20 odd days. Again, every single figure was converted because I turned all the motorbikes into jet bikes. There are pictures of that somewhere online. I don't have any pictures of it anymore. I don't own it anymore, sadly. I tend to sell off a lot of armies. So yeah, he's where's the front for this one? Is it him? Yeah. Okay. Right. Now, I am going to cut off the shoulder pads. In fact, I'm going to take off this entire arm because I've got these, those things there. We'll use them as shoulder pads to Ad Mech them up a bit. Yeah, that'd be sweet as. So I'm going to lob that arm off. What I'm going to do, and then in the time between now and the next live stream, now I'm thinking of doing. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? So I've got my plan is obviously I've got another 7 hours now to smash through this. The idea I have was perhaps doing another live stream in 4 or 5 hours time, sort of halfway through the first block. I think that's a good idea. Let me know in the chat. I'm definitely going to do like a wrap up at the end. So probably about 9:30, possibly 9 o'clock, 9:30 tonight. Perhaps a final hour countdown. Give you an idea where I've got to as well. Yeah, let me know what you think. I'm definitely going to do the evening one. I'm definitely going to do one. I think I'll do it about 9:30. You don't really. Well, shall I do it at 9? Let me know, guys. What do you think? 9 o'clock or 9:30 tonight. I'll do like the final hour with you. Yes or no to that? So 9 o'clock tonight or 9:30. So if you put it in chat, 9:30, 9 o'clock, that'd be great. And then should I do a mid one, a sort of in 4 hours time? What do you guys think? Either way, I'm getting this done. I just want to, if you guys are up for that, I'll do it. If not, you don't want to hear me rattling on for another hour or so. Let me know. Mirage says that sounds good. I've given you several options there, Mirage. Of course, I've got to get these done and at least green stuff tonight, because then they can dry overnight and I can get on with painting. So we'll have that shoulder pad off. Now, do I keep the other shoulder pad? Do I keep that side? Treatsy to no. No, let's have it off. Yeah, let's take it off. Sort of green stuff's all right. Let's take that off. Committed now. I've done it. I'm done. Okay, so 9 o'clock, guys. Yes, I'll do one at 9 o'clock. Yeah? Don't worry about a mid-afternoon one or a mid-term one, because it'll be around 6 o'clock GMT. I don't know where that is where you guys are. But I'll say I will update on Facebook and Insta, like I say. So sign up on. I put. Hang on, 2 seconds. I am going to pull the keyboard down, and I'm going to put the links to Insta and Facebook. It's dog slow, especially because I'm streaming. We're back. I think we had a little bit of time. I think it timed out a bit there. I think we're back. That's good. And what I'll do, I'll crack on with these guys. They'll be the first unit, and then hopefully, once what I'll do, I'll get one done. I'll get this guy pretty much done, and then it gives you an idea what the rest will look like in the updates as well. So I'll do that. So we're just coming up to like 60 seconds to go of the first hour-ish. I mean, I started the clock a little bit early. Oh no, I started the clock a little bit late. So 1 minute and 30 to go. All right, 9 o'clock, Mirage. You know what, dude? You're in. You've been here from the start. You and Ivan, you guys, you've been here from the start. So I will go with that. I'll do one at 9 o'clock then. So sign up for that. Subscribe to the channel. Click the bell to get notifications. You may already be subscribers. I hope you are. Sign up for the notifications, and then yeah, I'll start about 9 o'clock. Nearest down. It might be like a minute 2 or something like that. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll do like a little final wrap up. See if this is even going to be feasible, and we'll go from there. I think, guys. So that'd be great. So yeah. Gives you a chance to have some beers. Oh, and you're already subbed. Great, man. Thank you for subbing. Yeah, I've got a couple of cold ones in the fridge, actually. I mean, they're only buds, but that might be my. I'll tell you what, Mirage. If you're at home, we'll have a beer together. Yeah, I'll crack open a beer on at 9 o'clock, and we'll have a little chat back then and a rundown. I'll carry on. What I'll do, I'll probably build up until about 9. Perhaps do something that isn't as intense of like cleaning up models and using clippers whilst around alcohol. And I'll have a beer with you. Why not? We'll have a nice, cool one to top off the first day. That'd be cool. Right, guys. So that's the first hour. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you very much for being here, guys. Really appreciate it. I'm going to crack on. One good thing is not being on the stream means I can open up my window because I live on quite a busy road and all you would hear was car noise. So I can actually open up my window. Brilliant, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, hang on. Links. It's not opening, is it? Why is my computer so slow? Actually, the link should be in the description for the live stream. Yeah. Yeah, the Instagram and links are in the description for the live stream. They're down here somewhere, possibly. So yeah, sign up today, or click on those. I'll do some updates. The first one will probably be in another hour. We'll see how close we get with the first figure, and I'll check you guys out later. Thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll see you at 9 o'clock GMT, so 9 p.m. GMT. Hopefully we'll have a few more guys back then, because some people will be back home from work and stuff. I know it's a funny start time, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but that's kind of like early morning. Well, not early morning. It's kind of early-ish morning in the US and Canada as well. So I thought I might get a few people there. But 9 o'clock tonight, we might get a few more people. So yeah, 9 o'clock tonight. See you guys later. Take care.